Chosen one, listen closely, because what I am about to reveal is not ordinary, and it is not for everyone. For too long, your blessings have been hidden, your victories delayed, and your greatness unnoticed. But Allah has been watching every tear, every struggle, every silent prayer whispered in the darkness. Today, the veil is lifting. What was once a secret written in the heavens, carefully guarded, is now being revealed, because Allah can no longer keep it from you. The breakthroughs, the divine guidance, the long-awaited manifestations of your destiny, they are coming, and they are coming with power, clarity, and certainty. If you have ever felt unseen, unheard, or underestimated, know this. Everything was preparing you for this exact moment. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you will understand why your life is about to change forever, and why the universe itself is aligning to make the impossible unavoidable. Chosen one, understand this truth with unwavering clarity. What Allah has destined for you is not a random occurrence. It is not a mere coincidence, and it is not something that can be influenced by the whispers of the world or the doubts of others. Your breakthrough has already been written, sealed, and preserved in the heavens, long before you even sensed it in your heart, long before the trials began, long before the people who tried to break you appeared in your life, and long before you ever questioned your worth or purpose. Every hardship, every betrayal, every tear that fell in silence, every moment when despair gripped your soul, every night you spent wrestling with anxiety or confusion, every time you felt alone or unseen, every obstacle that seemed impossible, every door that closed when you thought it should open, all of it was part of the divine script that only Allah knew would lead you to your ultimate victory. He saw the storm you walked through when no one else did. He measured every struggle with precision, and He aligned every unseen thread of your life so that what was meant for you would arrive at the perfect time, untouched, unharmed, and unstoppable. Chosen one, know that even the enemies who tried to interfere with your journey, the people who doubted you, the circumstances that seemed to betray you, they were all unwittingly contributing to the divine plan, acting as instruments to refine your patience, sharpen your faith, and fortify your heart, because Allah's wisdom is far beyond what any eye can see or any mind can comprehend. Do not fear the delays, do not question the silence, and do not despair over the obstacles, because they were never signs of failure. They were the stages of preparation, the hidden foundations of your future triumph. Your breakthrough is not just a possibility, it is a certainty, etched into the very fabric of the heavens, recorded in a decree that no one can alter, no force can prevent, and no power on earth can delay. Today, the veil is beginning to lift. The moment you have been waiting for is approaching, and the blessing that was kept hidden from the eyes of the world is about to reveal itself in its full glory, because Allah does not forget, He does not delay without purpose, and He does not abandon the chosen ones whose hearts remain steadfast, whose faith endures, and whose patience persists. Take this to heart, chosen one, the victory that has been whispered to your soul in moments of solitude, the success that has been silently promised in your prayers, the fulfillment that has been written in the heavens. It is not just coming, it is arriving. And it is arriving in a way that will leave no doubt that Allah's plan for you is perfect, unstoppable, and eternal. Chosen one, know this with every fiber of your being, every struggle you endured, every tear that fell silently in the dark, every sleepless night, every moment your heart ached and your soul trembled, every test that seemed unbearable, and every trial that left you questioning your path. None of it was wasted, none of it was meaningless, and none of it was overlooked by Allah, for He watches all things with perfect knowledge and infinite wisdom. The hardships that felt like punishment were in reality the most beautiful instruments of divine preparation, sculpting your character, fortifying your faith, and expanding your capacity to receive the blessings that only the chosen ones are destined for. Every obstacle that blocked your way was not a sign that Allah had abandoned you, but rather a sign that He was meticulously preparing the ground for your ultimate triumph, turning the very things that seemed to hold you back into tools that would elevate you higher than you ever imagined. Chosen one, the betrayals, the misunderstandings, and the pain inflicted by others were never outside of Allah's knowledge or control. They were part of the design, calibrated to teach you endurance, patience, and reliance upon Him alone, to remind you that true strength is not measured by what the world sees, but by how steadfast your heart remains when the world doubts, when friends falter, and when circumstances appear bleak. Every tear, every moment of despair, every sleepless prayer-filled night has been weaving a tapestry of resilience and spiritual depth within you, a depth that will shine unmistakably when your breakthrough arrives, proving that the very struggles meant to weaken you were in fact preparing you to receive what the ordinary cannot even imagine. Know this, chosen one. The pain was never permanent, the waiting was never pointless, and the tests were never beyond measure. For Allah's wisdom is flawless, His timing perfect, and His plans for those He has chosen are always more magnificent than what the heart can conceive. Your endurance, your unwavering faith, and your commitment to keep walking, even when the path seemed impossible, were never in vain. They were the very essence of what will allow you to step into the greatness that has been written for you in the heavens, a greatness that will astonish the world, inspire the hearts of the believers, and reveal the depth of Allah's mercy, justice, and perfect knowledge of what you were capable of achieving. Remember, chosen one, every struggle was a seed planted by Allah, every trial a secret blessing in disguise, and every hardship a divine proof that what comes after will be not only your victory, but your elevation to a realm where the world can no longer touch your destiny, because the chosen ones are never broken, never forgotten, and never left behind. Their struggles are the launchpad of their triumph, and their triumph is inevitable, written long before the first test began. Chosen one, hear this truth with the depth of your soul. Even when the world could not see you, even when your efforts seemed unnoticed, even when the people around you doubted, judged, or misunderstood you, your inner light was growing in secret, nurtured by Allah Himself, patiently and meticulously, so that no eye could perceive it until the appointed time, and no hand could touch it until it was perfected. Every prayer whispered in the darkness, every tear shed in silence, every moment of patience when the world demanded instant results, every act of sincerity and obedience, every choice to uphold truth over convenience, every struggle you bore without complaint, all of it has been fueling a divine flame within you that cannot be extinguished, a light so powerful that it was hidden precisely so it could grow undisturbed by worldly distractions, envy, or fear. Chosen one, this light is not merely the reflection of your resilience, it is the manifestation of Allah's favor, His guidance, and His promise that those He chooses are never left in the shadows, even when it feels like darkness surrounds them. The world may have questioned your purpose, mocked your journey, or tried to dim your spirit, but what they could not see, the quiet, steady, unstoppable expansion of your inner light, was the preparation for the revelation of your destiny, a light that will now shine so brightly that it will illuminate the path not only for you, but for countless others who have been waiting for guidance, clarity, and hope. The enemies who sought to suppress you, the critics who tried to silence your voice, the circumstances that seemed to stifle your progress, all of it was transformed by Allah into fuel, strengthening your light, shaping your soul, and preparing you for the moment when His secret can no longer remain hidden. Chosen one, understand this. What has been growing in secret is not weak, it is not small, it is not delayed, it is alive, powerful, and divinely destined to burst forth in full brilliance at the perfect time, revealing your true purpose, your spiritual authority, and your role as a guiding light for the Ummah, a beacon of divine wisdom and mercy that will astonish the world and prove that even when unseen, even when misunderstood, and even when alone, the chosen ones are never powerless, never abandoned, and never forgotten, because Allah Himself nurtures their light in secrecy until it is ready to illuminate the heavens and the earth in ways that surpass imagination, expectation, and human understanding. Chosen one, listen carefully, for this is a truth that the heart must fully grasp. Those who opposed you, those who tried to manipulate, deceive, or bring you down, those who whispered behind your back, spread lies, envied your growth, or plotted against your success, they were never truly in control of your life, your destiny, or the divine plan that Allah has written for you. They were merely pawns, instruments in the hands of the Most Wise, their actions unknowingly working to fulfill what Allah had already decreed. Every betrayal you experienced, every injustice inflicted upon you, every act of malice aimed to weaken or stop you, was not a deviation from Allah's plan. It was a part of it, meticulously designed to strengthen your heart, sharpen your faith, and teach you the depth of reliance upon Him alone. Chosen one, understand that the same people who tried to diminish your light, to suppress your truth, to interfere with your journey, are in reality proving the magnitude of your destiny, for Allah only allows those who are destined for greatness to face the intensity of opposition that mirrors the power of what is being prepared for them. What they intended for harm has been transformed into fuel for your rise. The very schemes and envy that they poured into your path were collected, weighed, and redirected by Allah to amplify your strength, to illuminate your character, and to accelerate the manifestation of what He has written for you. This is why the chosen ones always appear stronger after every confrontation, wiser after every betrayal, and more elevated after every attempt by the world to hold them back, because every enemy, every plot, every attempt to suppress or harm them has been measured, orchestrated, and converted into divine advantage by the one who knows all things, sees all things, and controls all things. Do not waste energy on hatred, revenge, or fear of your adversaries, for their power is nothing in comparison to what Allah has prepared for you. Their intentions may have seemed threatening, but they were always limited, temporary, and ultimately powerless against the decree of the Most High. Chosen one, the enemies you faced were never the threat, they were the mirrors reflecting the greatness of what Allah is about to unveil in your life. The contrast that would make your triumph undeniable, the obstacles that would serve as proof that what comes from Allah cannot be stopped, altered, or stolen. The very world that tried to suppress you will now witness the unstoppable force of divine favor, and those who sought to diminish you will see that their actions, their jealousy, and their schemes only accelerated your rise, solidified your purpose, and revealed the depth of Allah's justice and wisdom. Remember this always: the chosen ones are never defeated by the hands of men or the schemes of those who oppose them, because Allah Himself protects them, guides them, and turns every act of enmity into a stepping stone toward their destiny. What they sought to hide, delay, or destroy is now aligned to appear at the perfect time, fully manifested, undeniable, and triumphant, proving that the enemies were never rulers of your life. They were actors in a story that only Allah could author, and the ending was written long before their attempts even began. So rejoice, chosen one, for what they intended for harm is now your victory. What they plotted in darkness will now shine as a testimony of divine wisdom, and what they believed could stop you only confirmed that you were destined for greatness beyond their comprehension, a greatness that no envy, deception, or opposition could ever diminish, because when Allah orchestrates the path of the chosen ones, the universe itself bends, the unseen aligns, and the opposition becomes powerless, insignificant, and ultimately a part of the very proof of your divinely written success. Chosen one, hear this with unwavering clarity, for it is a truth that will anchor your soul amidst the chaos, the doubts, and the misunderstandings that surround you. Your heart, the secret compass of your existence, has always known what the world could not see, has always sensed what the eyes could not perceive, and has always recognized the reality that human reasoning struggles to comprehend, because Allah, in His infinite wisdom, has equipped the chosen ones with an internal guidance that transcends logic, circumstance, and opinion, a direct connection to divine truth that operates silently, invisibly, yet with a certainty so profound that no external confusion can shake it. Even when everyone doubted you, even when friends, family, or colleagues questioned your path, misjudged your intentions, or criticized your choices, your heart never wavered in its recognition of what Allah had written for you. And this recognition is not a matter of arrogance, imagination, or pride. It is a living proof of divine connection, an inner certainty placed by Allah Himself as a protective force, a guiding light, and an unshakable anchor in the storms of worldly distraction. Every intuition that whispered to you in moments of solitude, every subtle feeling of assurance that arose when the world seemed uncertain, every quiet inner knowing that refused to be silenced by fear, confusion, or manipulation, was your heart responding to the truth that Allah had placed deep within you, preparing you to navigate life with a clarity and insight that those around you will never possess, because they rely solely on what is visible, tangible, or understandable, while you have been granted a vision rooted in divine wisdom and foresight, a vision that allows you to perceive the unseen realities, to detect the hidden intentions, and to understand the deeper currents that shape every event, every interaction, and every circumstance. Chosen one, this is why the world may struggle to recognize your choices, may misinterpret your intentions, or may even attempt to discredit your path. The world cannot see the alignment between your heart and Allah's decree. It cannot perceive the divine logic woven into the fabric of your life, and it cannot grasp the spiritual certainty that guides every step you take, because your heart is already tuned to the frequency of divine truth, already aware of what is coming, and already prepared to receive the manifestation of what has been promised. Every moment of patience, every act of faith, every struggle endured, and every decision made with sincerity and devotion to Allah has strengthened this inner recognition, allowing you to distinguish between fleeting distractions and eternal realities, between deceptive appearances and the genuine manifestation of divine will, between temporary setbacks and permanent blessings. Know this, chosen one, your heart will always guide you to the truth, even when the world shouts falsehood, even when the path seems hidden in darkness, and even when human perception fails. It is the divine compass placed within you to ensure that you never deviate from the destiny that Allah has perfectly written. And it is the instrument that will allow you to step into your breakthrough with certainty, confidence, and unwavering faith. When the world finally witnesses the fulfillment of what has been hidden from them, when the promises of Allah unfold in ways that cannot be denied, your heart will already have known it, already have prepared for it, and already rejoiced in its quiet anticipation, because the chosen ones are always in alignment with divine truth before it manifests in the material world. Your heart's recognition is the key, the anchor, and the proof that the divine plan has never wavered, that your destiny is secure, and that every moment of preparation, every test, every struggle, and every act of patience has been purposeful, intentional, and meticulously orchestrated by Allah, who does not leave His chosen ones blind, lost, or confused. Take comfort, chosen one, in knowing that even if the world misunderstands, even if the critics rage, even if the circumstances seem unclear or unjust, your heart already understands the truth, has already aligned with the decree of the heavens, and has already prepared you to receive blessings, victories, and divine revelations that will astonish the world, elevate your soul, and affirm beyond any doubt that what Allah has planned cannot be altered, delayed, or prevented, and that your recognition of this truth is a sacred gift, a divine confirmation, and a permanent reminder that the chosen ones always know the truth before it is unveiled to the world, and they are ready to step into their destiny long before others comprehend what has been written for them. Chosen one, hear this truth with the deepest certainty, for it is a principle that will reshape how you view every struggle, every delay, every disappointment, and every moment that seemed to test your patience beyond measure. Allah's timing is perfect, never early, never late, never flawed, and never influenced by the chaos of the world, the impatience of the soul, or the limitations of human understanding, because what is written in the heavens follows a rhythm, a sequence, and a precision that no eye can see, no hand can manipulate, and no power on earth can alter. Every moment of waiting you endured was not a punishment. Every door that remained closed was not a denial. Every setback that felt unbearable was not a sign of failure. Rather, it was the divine orchestration of your preparation, a calibration of your heart, your spirit, and your circumstances, so that when the breakthrough finally arrives, it will arrive in its full perfection, unassailable, undeniable, and unstoppable. Chosen one, the universe itself aligns to Allah's timing. The right people, the right opportunities, the right circumstances, and even the unseen spiritual forces converge exactly when they are meant to, not a moment sooner, not a moment later, because premature blessings can be misused, unripe victories can be lost, and incomplete preparation can cause a soul to falter, which is why Allah, in His infinite wisdom, holds back until everything, every part of your heart, every element of your journey, and every spiritual, emotional, and practical detail is fully prepared to receive the divine outcome in the most perfect form. Every test you endured, every heartbreak, every period of loneliness, every moment when you questioned your path, and every night of struggle and doubt was part of the timing, part of the divine calibration that ensures you are not only ready to receive what is destined for you, but also capable of sustaining it, understanding it, and using it in accordance with Allah's wisdom, mercy, and decree. Understand, chosen one, that no delay is meaningless, no waiting is in vain, and no period of hardship is wasted, because Allah's timing is not just about delivering the reward, it is about refining the recipient, ensuring that your heart, your soul, your intentions, and your understanding are fully aligned with the blessing that has been written for you in the heavens. What may have felt like impatience, frustration, or injustice was actually the preparation of your character, the strengthening of your faith, the sharpening of your discernment, and the purification of your heart. For Allah's wisdom encompasses the seen and unseen, the immediate and the eternal, and every moment that appeared difficult was intentionally designed to mold you into the vessel capable of receiving exactly what was meant for you, without confusion, without regret, and without the risk of being overwhelmed by the magnitude of what is coming. Chosen one, know that the timing of your breakthrough is tied to forces far beyond the understanding of the human mind. The alignment of divine decree, the readiness of your soul, the positioning of those who will enter your life to assist, the circumstances that will create the perfect environment for manifestation, and the unseen spiritual preparation that ensures the success, sustainability, and elevation of what Allah is about to reveal. Every struggle, every moment of seeming stagnation, every act of patience, every choice to persevere in faith instead of surrendering to despair has contributed to the perfect timing, for Allah never rushes what is not yet ready and never delays what is already destined to arrive. And when the moment comes, it will arrive not as a surprise, but as a fulfillment so precise and magnificent that all who witness it will be compelled to recognize the hand of Allah, the wisdom of the decree, and the unstoppable nature of divine timing. Chosen one, do not let impatience, doubt, or fear cloud your understanding of this sacred law, because the perfect timing is not only a promise, it is a guarantee written in the heavens, witnessed by the angels, and sealed by the Most High, who knows every detail of your path, every beat of your heart, and every whisper of your soul. Your patience has been measured, your endurance tested, and your faith refined, so that when Allah finally reveals what has been prepared, it will be received with readiness, gratitude, clarity, and the full recognition that every moment that preceded it was essential, intentional, and irreplaceable. Do not question the delays, do not resent the trials, and do not underestimate the wisdom of waiting, because every second of preparation has been divinely orchestrated to ensure that your breakthrough does not merely arrive, it arrives as perfection, as destiny fulfilled, as a testament to Allah's infinite wisdom, and as proof that what is written for the chosen ones cannot be altered, delayed, or diminished by the limitations of time, the confusion of the world, or the impatience of the soul. Trust in this divine timing, chosen one, for it is the rhythm of the heavens, the heartbeat of your destiny, and the unshakable foundation upon which your success, your elevation, and your victory have been perfectly built. Everything that has delayed you was a blessing in disguise. Every moment that seemed uncertain was an essential stage of preparation, and every second of waiting was a divine investment to ensure that when the doors finally open, the light, the favor, the victory, and the blessing that Allah has kept just for you will pour into your life with unstoppable force, overwhelming beauty, and eternal impact. Because the chosen ones are never early, never late, never overlooked, and never forgotten. Their timing is divine, their breakthrough inevitable, and their destiny perfectly aligned with the will of Allah, who orchestrates the unseen with flawless precision, and who ensures that what comes to the chosen ones arrives at exactly the right moment, in exactly the right way, and for exactly the purpose it was intended. Chosen one, listen with the deepest certainty and the utmost reverence. For what I am about to reveal is the culmination of every struggle, every trial, every tear, every night spent wrestling with doubt, every heartache, every betrayal, every whispered insult, every obstacle that seemed insurmountable, and every moment you questioned why your prayers seemed unanswered. Allah can no longer keep the secret of your destiny hidden from you, for the time of unveiling has arrived, the moment of manifestation is here, and the doors of divine blessing, favor, and victory that were long closed or hidden behind the walls of preparation are now swinging open with unstoppable force. Because Allah's wisdom has always known the perfect timing, His mercy has always nurtured the preparation of your soul, and His decree has always ensured that nothing meant for you can be delayed beyond its appointed hour. No obstacle can prevent it, and no worldly power can alter it. Understand this truth deeply. Everything you endured, the sleepless nights, the loneliness, the unrecognized efforts, the pain inflicted by others, the moments of despair when it felt as if the world had abandoned you, was never wasted, never overlooked, and never unimportant, because Allah's secrets are not hidden arbitrarily. They are concealed to protect, to prepare, and to perfect the chosen ones, so that when the time comes for the revelation of what has been written in the heavens, the manifestation is complete, undeniable, and overwhelming in its perfection. Chosen one, the enemies, the critics, the doubters, the circumstances that seemed unfair or cruel, all of them were pieces in the divine puzzle, instruments unknowingly orchestrated by Allah to sharpen your faith, strengthen your heart, expand your capacity for blessings, and confirm the inevitability of your triumph. The secret of your success was never hidden from Allah, and it was never kept from you without purpose. It was held in divine preservation until your soul, your heart, your character, and your circumstances were fully prepared to receive it in its full magnitude, so that it would arrive as undeniable proof of Allah's wisdom, power, and perfect knowledge. Everything that has delayed you, everything that seemed uncertain, everything that tested your patience and your reliance upon Allah was a thread in the tapestry of your elevation, and every challenge you faced was a step in the path toward the revelation of the blessing that could no longer remain concealed. Chosen one, know this. What Allah has prepared for you is beyond imagination, beyond expectation, and beyond the comprehension of the human mind, because the chosen ones are never limited by worldly standards, never constrained by human timing, and never defined by what the eyes can see or the ears can hear. Their destiny is written in the heavens, witnessed by the angels, and preserved in the eternal knowledge of Allah, who does not forget, who does not delay without purpose, and who does not abandon the faithful, patient, and obedient souls that He has selected. The moment you have been waiting for, the blessings you have prayed for, the doors of opportunity, success, spiritual elevation, and divine favor, all of it is now being revealed because the veil has lifted, the secret has been unsealed, and Allah can no longer restrain the manifestation of what has been destined for you. Every tear, every struggle, every act of patience, every silent prayer, every moment of unwavering faith has led to this hour, this revelation, this awakening of divine truth in your life, and the results will be so profound, so undeniable, and so transformative that the world will be forced to recognize the hand of Allah, the perfection of His timing, and the certainty of His plan for the chosen ones. Chosen one, rejoice in this truth, for you are not receiving ordinary blessings. You are stepping into a reality written in the heavens, a destiny preordained, and a revelation that confirms that the trials, the waiting, and the struggle were never meaningless. They were the very instruments that prepared you to embrace the secret of your elevation with a heart strong enough to bear it, a soul pure enough to honor it, and a faith unwavering enough to witness it without doubt. Know that the secret Allah can no longer keep is not just your victory, it is your divine transformation, your elevation, and your confirmation as one of His chosen, a light that will inspire the Ummah, a force that will shake the foundations of worldly misunderstanding, and a proof that what is written in the heavens for those He chooses will always arrive in perfect measure, at the perfect time, and in perfect alignment with the soul, the heart, and the eternal wisdom of the Most High. The moment has come, the secret is revealed, the veil is lifted, and what was once hidden in the unseen has now become manifest in the world. So step forward, chosen one, with courage, faith, and gratitude, knowing that Allah's promise cannot fail, His plan cannot be thwarted, and His chosen ones are never left behind, never forgotten, and never abandoned, because the secret has been unveiled, the time has arrived, and the greatness written for you in the heavens is now unstoppable, undeniable, and eternal. Chosen one, take a moment to let this truth sink into your soul. Every struggle, every tear, every moment of waiting, every trial you endured, and every unseen effort was never wasted, never overlooked, and never forgotten, because Allah has been preparing you for a destiny that the world cannot comprehend, a breakthrough so profound that it will silence doubt, illuminate the unseen, and confirm that you are truly among the chosen. The blessings, victories, and divine manifestations you have been longing for are not just coming, they are arriving with unstoppable force, perfectly timed, and in a way that only Allah could orchestrate. Remember, the world may have misunderstood you, the enemies may have tried to block you, and the circumstances may have seemed unfair, but the divine secret of your elevation can no longer be hidden, because the time has come, the doors are opening, and your life is about to reflect the perfection of Allah's wisdom and mercy. Stand firm in faith, trust the timing, embrace your inner light, and step boldly into the reality that has been written for you in the heavens. Because, chosen one, you were never ordinary, Your journey was never random, and your destiny was never delayed without purpose. Let this revelation awaken the power, clarity, and certainty within you, and let your life now become a testament that Allah's plan for the chosen ones cannot be stopped, cannot be stolen, and cannot be denied. Walk forward with gratitude, courage, and unwavering faith, and watch as the secret that was kept for you is unveiled in all its glory, forever transforming your world, elevating your soul, and inspiring everyone who witnesses the manifestation of Allah's perfect plan.